Live stream, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are on, popping, and cracking. This your boy Trav from 94 Feet of Life, and I would like to welcome all to lovely conversation with friends, man. I've been trying to put this together for a nice little minute, and hey, we on, man. Y'all see the contestants on the screen, man. I got Trey. I got Matthew, man.
Yes,
We're gonna get
sir.
this thing going.
Yes,
Uh
sir.
so again, I'm gonna go over the rules with you all. I'm gonna go over the rules with everybody else. Again, this is a 30-minute show. We're gonna try to keep it at 30 minutes, if not less. Um, we got three topics that I'm gonna put out here. One gonna each go 5 minutes. Hard 5 minute stops. So when I say hold up, I got the timer going. If you hear the timer, once you hear it, next person go. Just like that. I will put this out on the group and let the group decide who wins and who lost. That's how we'll do that. It's basically just nice little debates, nice little talks and stuff like that. So, Matthew,
Yes,
talk
sir.
to us, man. What's going on, man?
What's
How
going on, man?
everything
It's all
going?
good on this funky Friday here in NYC. We chilling. Hope the 94 Feet of Life fam is doing good. Getting ready to get into this basketball talk. So put your seatbelt on, get your popcorn, get your drink, your adult beverage of choice, and let's do the damn thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trey, what's going on with it, man?
You know how we do. We out here living easy. You know what I'm saying? We getting it in. Let's go.
Man, let's get this thing going, dog. Let's get it going. So, let me go over here, go to my notes. I had to put it down for you all, man. This
Okay.
is my first time doing this as being the show leader and stuff like that. So, this is how we gonna do it. So, the first topic, again, 5 minutes each one. The first topic I chose is Knicks are favored to win the East in 2026. Matthew, you got 5 minutes to explain why this is going to happen. Talk to us. Let's go.
Knicks winning the East in 2025, 2026 is the closest thing to a sure thing that you can get at this point. We've been knocking on the doorstep the last few years. We've proven to be one of the elite teams. We have the weaknesses that we had, we've shored up. We got new bench players for our bench. We have a new coach that's going to unleash more of it's going to be more not less set plays. We're going to let him roll. You know, Mike Brown is a great offensive coach. He's proved that with the Kings. And he also has the defensive background also. So you definitely got to look out for that. Mikael Bridges, we're looking to unleash him more. We assigned him to a contract. Our core is intact. And the thing is, we were going to win the East even if Tatum was there, even if Halliburton was there, even if Dane was still on the Bucks. This is our time. We're a team of destiny. We've been building for this. We have cohesiveness. We've been getting better every year. It's all good to clown the Knicks. I understand that. But if you notice, in the last 5 years, since Dolan let the adults in the room, like Leon Rose and Worldwide West, and even Thibodeau, the Knicks have been trending. The trajectory is upwards, an upwards trend. So everybody needs to buy stock now. I don't know if you need to go into your 401k, your savings, whatever. Put it on your Knicks and let it roll. Come on now. I know the teams have gotten better in the East. Orlando's looking good. The Pistons are looking better. Cleveland, even though they've collapsed the last few years, they're still a very, very good team. Do not sleep on Cleveland. But all factors considered, and with our Captain Brunson, Captain Clutch, as you know, and Towns coming along, we got a deep team. We probably put Hart back on the bench. I think we're going to have a great combination of offense and defense. with good management. James Dolan notwithstanding, but yeah, it's our time. We paid all our dues, and the basketball gods, Trav, is smiling down on us now this season. We've had all the heartbreak the last few years, but now it's like, okay, it's your time, New York. Do your thing. It's been 50 plus years now. Enough is enough of the BS. Let's do the damn thing. That's my case at the moment. I can go on and on, but that's the story.
All right, nice little segment right there. Nice little talk. Trey, I'm gonna give you the option. Do you agree or disagree?
So here's what I'm gonna say.
There you go.
I I I would love to agree because obviously the Knicks played really, really well this postseason. I can't even front. They played phenomenal.
Okay.
They played the Pacers essentially for the most part to a standstill. If we're just being really, really honest about it,
Right.
the Pacers won a lot of games by the absolute skin of their teeth. Let's just be honest about it. But I think part of that also came down to, the Knicks were worn out. I think we're not going to see as much of that now with Tommy Tibbs being gone.
Right.
Mike Brown actually knows how to use a full rotation. We've seen that from him before, even though sometimes his rotations have looked a little iffy, but that is what it is. Different topic for another time. I'm going to disagree, though, for this reason.
You're doing so well. My bad.
I just don't trust them.
Mm.
I just don't trust the Knicks. I don't. They feel cursed. They feel cursed. I feel like at this point it could be Orlando. It could be Milwaukee because Giannis is angry right now. The Celtics could somehow surprise us. I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown can mess around and average 35 this year, and those role players look hungry as well. I feel like the East is so wide open right now, it could be anybody's conference at this moment. Again, don't get me wrong. The Knicks got everything they need. They got a damn near perfect starting five. They complement each other well. They've got really good players on the bench. And again, I think Mike Brown is going to use his rotation very, very well. I just do not trust that team. And there's too many wild card teams in the East right now that I think are coming out really, really hungry. I think they're going to come out this season, punch a lot of teams in the mouth. They're going to play real, real hard. And I think at this particular moment, the East is just up for grabs. I can't point to one team and say that team is currently the favorite to win the Eastern Conference. I just personally can't do it for that exact reason. It's too wide open right now. And Knicks are cursed, man. They got to sage the building or get some voodoo dolls and burn them. I don't know. They got to do something, or they got to get Dolan out the building. I don't know. They got to do something, though, because this ain't it. This ain't it. They ain't won a title since 16 years before I was born. So I ain't young, but I ain't old at the same time. You know what I mean? 16 years before I was born. It could happen. I could see it happening. I don't have them as my favorite, personally.
All right, there we go. That's the first topic. Let's go over to the second topic. Give me just a moment. The second topic, we're going to go like this. Superstars need sidekicks. I'm going to go with Trey to go first this time. Trey, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Go.
So, in the history of the league, we have never seen a player win a championship by themselves. It just doesn't happen. You can be the greatest number one option of all time. Michael Jordan won 6 of them things, went to the final 6 times, won 6 of them. Didn't win a single one by himself. Somehow, some way, people seem to always leave Scottie Pippen out of the conversation. They leave Dennis Rodman out of the conversation. They leave Kerr hitting the game-winning shot out the conversation. John Paxson hitting the game-winning shot out of the conversation. Jed Buechler was really, really nice for that team. They had contributions up and down that roster. Every team that's ever won a championship, that's what they've had. Even when you go back again to the last topic, the Knicks winning in 73. It's not like they just had one player that won that for them. People love to talk about, Willis Reed coming out doing his thing in Game 7. Cool. But obviously, it's not like he went out there and scored 50. Any team, let's say they average 100 points in the finals, that's not coming from one player. So you need contributions from everybody. It has to be top down. Obviously, your main player is going to get the main diet of the shots. He's going to get double, triple team, and that's when other people got to step up. And more often than not, you're going to at the very least want a very, very solid option two. If you don't have a solid option two, you probably don't really have a chance. Because if it's too egalitarian, you probably don't have an actual genuine chance. You need somebody to take that pressure off, but then you need your role players to also still be able to hit shots, defend, grab rebounds, move, make cuts. No one player is ever winning this thing by themselves. The closest that we've ever seen that was Braun in 2017, and they obviously didn't even win it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Braun in 2018, we saw him drag that team there. Still didn't necessarily do it by himself, though. He still needed help. You know, Kyrie and K-Love was there, but he wasn't there, if you get what I mean. And Kyrie was gone. So obviously you're gonna need somebody else to step up beside you. You can't do it by yourself.
All right. Matthew, do you agree or do you disagree with that?
I agree. Now, can I expound upon that?
Yes, sir. It's your time to shine. Let's go.
Okay. Yes, superstar definitely is imperative, and you can't. I don't care how great you are. You need a consistent, for the most part, a consistent sidekick. Now, you can do it by committee sometimes, as in the Detroit Pistons a few years ago with Chauncey Billups and Hamilton and Wallace and the other Wallace, Rasheed Wallace. But for the most part, a consistent sidekick you definitely need. Now, a sidekick, a co sidekick, and role players are different things. Now, role players, they come and go. It can be a different role player a lot of times, almost every night, which is important to a championship aspiration also. But for the most part, you need your sidekick to be consistent on a nightly basis, especially in the playoffs. Now, you brought up the Bulls earlier. Now, as great as Michael Jordan was, until Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant found the intestinal fortitude to step up, because let's keep it a buck. The Pistons used to bully them on a regular basis, had Scottie calling in for migraines and all kinds of shit. Grant, he was getting bullied also. But once they were able to get past that mental block, you couldn't stop them. It was their time. Mike was great all the way through. His greatness was great all the way through. But he needed those sidekicks and role players to step up to truly become a championship team and get past the Lakers and the Pistons and the Celtics and all of those teams. The same in today's NBA, you know? Even with my Knicks, we have two solid, Brunson has been proven to be the number one option. Now, the jury is still out. Is he that next level player at his height to be able to lead his team to a championship? Now, he's proven that he's great and he's clutch, but can he do that in the finals? But Towns, a great number two, but we need more consistency in the playoffs. We need more from him. I expect Mike Brown to unleash him even more. And this goes for every team in the league, as Trey so eloquently spoke earlier. Everybody needs somebody, no matter how great you are. The closest I can get, going back into history, Ham could probably co-sign this. Rick Barry years ago with the Golden State Warriors. The closest to number two on his team was Jamal Keith Wilkes, who was a rookie that year, not really a superstar, but so Barry actually carried the Warriors past the heavily, heavily favored Washington Bullets with Elvin Hayes and Kevin Porter and Phil Chenier and Wes Unseld. And that's still one of the greatest upsets in NBA history. But that's an anomaly. For the most part, you definitely need that consistent number two that sometimes may have to be a number one when your number two may be off or having a bad game. You have to really step up to that next level and carry it, hold it down. Because even our superstars, no matter how great they are, have off games. But most superstars, if you're a true superstar, you don't have back-to-back off games. You're clutch and you're there. And role players, as I said, they vary, and it could be somebody different almost every night, like the Steve Kerrs or the Mikal Bridges or you know. Anyway, so I agree with Trey. I agree with Trey on that one.
Good stuff, fellas. Good stuff, fellas. Good stuff. All right, man. This is going pretty doggone good right now. So the last topic. Okay. So I was in y'all comments. I asked you guys, who were your top 5 players on your favorite team that you cheer for, that for your team, for your squad, basically? Matthew, you remember your 5?
Sure do.
Sound them off right now.
Willis Reed, Walt Clyde Frazier, Patrick Ewing, Carmelo Anthony, and Jalen Brunson. Can I put a 6-man on there?
No.
Oh, damn.
All
Damn. Oh, damn.
right. Trey, who was your top 5? Who was your team and who was your top 5?
Phoenix Suns to the day that I'm in the casket.
Ooh.
If I remember right, I said Steve Nash, KJ,
Yeah.
Book, Sean Marion, and Amari Stoudemire.
Okay. Now, do y'all want to be gentlemen about it and who want to go first? Or do I need to pick? Or how do y'all want to settle who goes first and who
What's
goes
the
second?
question, though?
After you.
Here's the question. No, that you go ahead. I'm gonna give you the question in a moment. So who wants to go first?
Matthew, go first. You
I'll
got
go
it.
first. I don't mind.
Okay.
I ain't
So
never scared.
basically, I'm glad I done it that way, because here's the question. Each man bring an all-time 5 to the team, debate on who wins against that team that you're playing against, that your team is playing against.
Okay. So my team is just well balanced.
Let's
But
go.
what I'm going to do, I'm putting Patrick Ewing. I'm putting Willis Reed at the power forward and Patrick in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically going to be a twin tower offense, twin towers. Okay, Carmelo Anthony, buckets, supreme buckets. So we got defense with Ewing and Reed, he was a very, very good defensive player. Now Carmelo Anthony is not a great defensive player, but you can hide him with Reed and Ewing, two rim protectors like a mofo. Now we want to go to my back court. Damn, Clyde Frazier. Okay, a lot of people think his game is old. Okay, wouldn't translate, and he's not a high. He couldn't jump over a phone book. But he had some of the quickest hands in basketball history, and is one of the greatest defensive guards of all time. Okay, Jalen Brunson, another offensive genius, which and clutch. And my team has all clutch players, and they're winners. I'm looking at the Suns that good players that Trey threw out there, if I remember correctly. Stoudemire, right? Marion, I think he said. He said Booker. Okay, Nash and KJ. Wow, all offensive dynamos, but can't stop at the light. Which one? Who in that those great offensive players is going to stop anybody? KJ was decent. Nash was a cone. Oh, Marion could play some defense. All right. Stoudemire wasn't great defensively, but you got nobody really in the middle. Stoudemire, so. Is Stoudemire going to stop Patrick Ewing? I don't think so. Is he going to stop Willis Reed? I don't think so. Is anybody on that team going to stop Carmelo Anthony? No. Is anybody going to stop Brunson? No. Walt Frazier was underrated offensively also. Now I'm putting, okay, we got to put Clyde on Devin. Now, Clyde, not as great as far as athletically, but cerebrally and mentally, he'll definitely be able to slow Booker down some. And that's all we need, slow him down. KJ, then you got a 3-guard offense. Wow, okay. Then we got to put, yeah, okay. That's tricky. Guess we got to put Brunson on Nash. Okay. I think that to me, that's a push. Then again, yeah, okay. But yeah, so I think our balance far outweighs what the Suns' offensive capabilities are. In the 7-game series, they're getting smoked, probably in 6. You know, all our whole team is Hall of Famers. Only one that's not there yet is Brunson, but we see the pattern. He's going to be there. Everybody else is there. And 4 of my players on my team are top 70 or 75 all-time players. So we're historically great. Come on, look at the sons that he threw out there. Marion, very good player, but I don't even think Marion is in the Hall. If I'm mistaken, I don't think he's in the Hall. Stoudemire, I don't think is going to be in the Hall. Okay. Devin, he'll be there. Nash is there. Okay. KJ should be in the Hall a long time ago. Give him that. That was my boy. That's one of the players that on merit should have been there a long time ago. I don't know. I think it's political and biased that he's not there. So he's definitely a Hall of Fame player in my eyes. But overall, once again, my Knicks knocked them out the box. In any era, any era, any era. All right, Trey, you up?
Bad. You boy, you right there. Good stuff right there. Good stuff. Trey, you got some things you got to speak about, fella. You ready?
Always. I stay
Bet.
ready saying got to get ready.
Hey man, let's go.
All right. So, first of all, let me say, great argument. I love it. That was awesome. Second of all, let me say, as my coach on my theoretical team, I'm not bringing Mike D. I wanted to. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have Alvin Gentry coach. He had a very similar offensive system, but he believed in, defense a little bit more. I know we don't got a lot of defenders on my team, but anyway, neither here nor there. Listen, this is what we going to do. All of that sounds great. We just going to run. We going to run. You got Steve Nash and KJ, 2 of the best passers of the basketball I've ever seen with my 2 eyes. I know you can throw out Magic and Luka and Braun, whoever else you want to throw out. I'm not saying they're the 2 best, but they're 2 of the best that I've ever seen with my 2 eyes. Them 2 running a break with Book running down the wings, Shawn Marion and Amari Stoudemire as lob threats. Then don't sleep on Shawn Marion. That jumper was ugly, but it was cash, especially in them corners. My man shot that John all the way up to Mars, and that John dropped off in the bottom of the ocean. I don't know how he did it. That ain't none of my concern. All I know is I need him to just make at least 2 or 3 of those a game, and I'm cool. Amari Stoudemire, people forget, this man developed him a mid-range jumper even before he went to New York. Tore that ACL, came back, retained some of that explosiveness that he had pre-ACL, and said, you know what? I'm going to add a little something to my bag. So now I get it. Patrick Ewing, great defender. Willis Reed, great defender. That's all right. But they got to contend with his physicality and now that jumper. And Patrick Ewing had a great midi too. I'm not sleeping on that. I'm not sleeping on that at all. That's cool. But we're going to get them in these pick and rolls. We're going to pick and roll them to death. We're going to get some hammer actions going. We're going to get some back cuts going with Sean Marion. And I'm telling you, we telling everybody, meet us upstairs. And if you're not going to meet us upstairs, that's fine. We flushing it like a toilet. And if we not flushing it like a toilet, watch out for them corners. Then you got, again, if we want to slow it down, we got to play in the half court, that's fine. We got an offensive genius named Stephen John Nash. And then you got Book, who himself has said that he is a disciple of Kobe Bean Bryant. Devin Armani Booker, mid-range assassin, can step out, hit the three, can take you to the cup, got a really highly underrated handle. Listen, man, what are we doing? We're running and gunning, and if you slow us down, we still dangerous. That's fine. Get it out the net and go. Get it off the glass and go. Slow us down, we still got something for you. We gonna bust out the wand like we Harry Potter off in this joint and we getting it cracking. What we doing? I'm taking us in 5. Suns in 5. I don't care about Stevie Hicks. I don't care about you need some Vicks because you got a cold. I don't care about no Knicks. Suns in 5.
Yo, Trav, come on, man. You just carried it into comedy, man. In 5, come on. Now, see, he was doing all right. He was doing all right for a minute there, but come on. Man. Wow. We really going to do that? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. 5. Wow.
Hey, man. Shout out to my guy, Matthew. Shout out to my guy, Trey, man. Again, I'm going to have this off in the group. I'm probably going to post it up again tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. This way, everybody would look at it, watch it. They'll tell they tell signs and see who the votes go through from there, man.
Do me a favor, Trav.
What's up?
Tell him the Grizz ain't shit.
He'll get it. He's gonna watch this. Of course, he's gonna watch this and he's gonna see this. But speaking of Ham, man, before we go, I do want to put a shout out to 98.5 FM. Download that. J Ham, Johnny Radio, my guy Mo Schefter. Hey, got my guy MJ on there. Got Jorge on there. Got my guy Germ on there, man. Y'all keep on the watch on that, man. That show is on, popping and cracking, man.
Is it all sports or just basketball?
It's everything. Baseball, football, basketball. It's all of it, man. So again, download that on your apps, man. Pick that up, man. Around about 11 or 12 o'clock, it's on and popping. They on there, man. You'll probably come up on a special guest on there too, man. Again, Ham got the homemades. Ham homemades. Check those out too, man. And again, if you're not, you need to like, you need to share, you need to subscribe to this right here, 94 Feet of Light. We're going to have more of these coming, man. I don't know. I may pop out one next week. So, hey, man, again, Matthew, Trey, this your boy Trav from 94 Feet of Life. We're going to holler back at y'all, man. One.
All right, Trey, respect. Trav, respect, brothers. Peace.
Man, respect. Shout out my son. Love you, little boy.